Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. Just a quick one at the start of the video. Just a quick thank you to absolutely everyone who has watched my videos, liked, commented, subscribed. You guys are the best. I haven't really asked for anyone to do that, but you guys have already just gone and done that, so thank you so much for doing that. That means a lot to me, and it's really cool to see like the views popping up and stuff. I just kind of wanted to do this for fun, and then actually seeing that people are interested is just kind of cool. It's pretty cool because I can see like everyone you know, supporting me on my Instagram and stuff, but then also to have a channel where it's much more deeper and much longer content is really cool to see that people actually want a slice of that and to see into my life a little bit more. Okay, now today's video is a little bit more serious, on the serious side, but I'm not going to take it that seriously. As in, I'm not going to make it serious and sad, because it's not serious and sad, it's just what's happening in my life. But I feel like this is a conversation that not many people are having that have been in my position. I have seen like one person I know talk about this, and that's really it. So I wanted to just open the world of this conversation and kind of just dive in there, because I feel like I have a very big experience in this realm of things. Now, this is a little disclaimer. What I'm saying today is nothing that you should take upon yourself. So if you're a vegan, or if you're a vegetarian, or if you're not one and you're listening to what I say and you want to apply that to yourself, please do your own research and please do what feels right for you. Do not copy what I'm saying today. This is just what I felt right as a human, and I felt like that I would gain the most from doing what I will explain in this video. Let's just get straight to the chase. I am not an official vegan anymore, and that's pretty hard to say because I did tie a lot of my personality to, no, I don't want to say a lot of my personality, just like I was pretty proud of it, which is, I'm allowed to be. I was pretty, like, deep down, I was super proud of the fact that I had been vegan for so long, and I had been kind of on that train because veganism stands for what I truly believe in, and those beliefs have not gone. So I still believe in everything that I have 4 years ago when I started being vegan. So I was vegan for 4.5 years, which is kind of a long time, I guess. The reason I decided to become vegan was because at the time I had two of my best friends were vegan, and they were just in the world of that, and they were inspiring to me. So then I went ahead and did my own research, and I was really interested in all the topics that they were kind of talking about. So I just wanted to be a part of it, and I eventually just cut out all the food I was eating. By cut out, I just mean replaced. So I kind of replaced everything that I was having that wasn't vegan, and then was just finding substitutes or what else I could have instead of that. It basically happened over like an 8-month period. I started like vegetarian, and then like took out like little bits of dairy. I'm pretty sure the last thing I took out was like ice cream. I don't know why, because like you can get really good vegan ice cream. I don't know why that was the last thing I was taking out. Yeah, and then I actually became vegan on World Vegan Day, which is pretty cute. But the reason you're here today is not really to find out, I guess, my story. It's to find out why I'm not vegan anymore. So if you guys have been following my journey, I've gone from dancer to kind of still dancer, like runner. I went into like the marathon trail running world for a little bit. And then now I'm a full-blown powerlifter. Throughout my dancing kind of career and everything like that, I was vegan the whole time. I didn't really know too much about like macros or food or anything like that. So when I look back at what I was eating when I was vegan and I was living alone, I was probably eating about 20 grams of like protein a day, maybe a little bit more, maybe 30 grams of protein a day. I was probably eating like 1,500 calories, not really that much, considering that I was dancing or I was training actually from 6 a.m. to often 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So it'd be 6 a.m. to like 4 p.m. That would be my day. My energy expenditure was very, very high. So I was doing a lot of things. I was probably getting burnt out, but I didn't really know that. I didn't really know anything about macros or fueling or anything. But now I guess we skip to the part now where I am really educated on macros and nutrients and kind of what I need to be the best athlete possible and to build muscle well and to build strength well. I have realized that being vegan might not be the most optimal for that. And I realized that it was probably going to take me a long time to get to my goals. And by a long time, I mean longer than if I just included some things that weren't vegan into my diet. Now, this was a pretty hard decision to make, to become not vegan anymore. I'll go into more details of what I'm eating at the end of this video. But basically, how I decided was it wasn't a one-day thought and then I just decided to act on it. It was kind of a long time. I want to say about maybe 3 months of thinking. So I thought about this topic for probably about 3 months, and I was just thinking about all the risks and rewards of what I was doing to myself and what I was eating and how to be the best athlete possible, because one day I do want to make it really big as a powerlifter. So I think just looking at that as in the grand scheme of things, I realized that what I was feeding myself was not optimal, and I wasn't really getting that many vitamins and nutrients. My protein was low. I was getting average of like 95 grams a day at the time, which like is not too bad considering my weight and height and everything, but still it just wasn't optimal. Like there's girls my height eating 150 grams of protein and I was there eating 95. So it wasn't that great. I basically realized that this life might not be for me anymore. Now, in saying that, I still really love the vegan ways, and I have a lot of vegan friends still, and they're all amazing. A big props to anyone who is vegan and who is an athlete and who is doing really, really well. I think as well it became really evident to me that I was kind of slowing the process down in my beliefs. This is not to say that anyone else's processes are slow because they're vegan. This is to say that for me personally, it just didn't work because, for one, I'm a really lazy cooker. So I don't meal prep very well. I don't cook very many meals. And that's just because of time management. I'm not very good at time management, and I don't actually want to be. So that's just the final line. I don't want to be that person that is like obsessed with cooking meals. I don't want to meal prep that well. I don't actually want to commit to that life very well. And because I don't want to do that things, I realized that my vitamins and my minerals and everything in between was just not up to standard. And my first thought about all these three things was, okay, maybe I can include some eggs into my diet. And when I was thinking about this, it kind of came up in conversation a few times. I was seeing it on my TikTok. There was actually a Wollongong girl who popped up on my TikTok, and she was talking about including eggs into her diet and how she just felt like the veganism world wasn't working for her anymore. And this was a big sign. I kind of took it as a sign from the universe to be like, you should do this too. You should start including eggs into your diet. I looked in her comments, and people were saying that like they just get eggs from like farmers markets where the chickens kind of just like run around and they're actually free chickens, and we're not like contributing to the mass kind of production of eggs. So I was really interested in that. And then the final straw for me was my friend's masterclass, and she was talking about cycles, so the period cycle and hormones and stuff. and how to manage that with food, because she's a dietitian, or she's almost qualified to be one, I think. But she basically said that eggs have like every single vitamin in them except vitamin C. And that was kind of the final like tick for me. I was going to say the cross, but that means bad. It was kind of the final tick for me. So what I did is the next Friday after after I listened to this call, I went to the farmers markets and I bought some eggs and I had some that day. And then from there, very quickly after, me and my partner went to Hawaii for a holiday. And being a vegan on holidays is really hard. So while we were in Hawaii, I was kind of looking at like all the fish around, and I was like, I'm sure you know where this is going. I was kind of looking at all the fresh fish that they were cooking around, and obviously that it was like amazing because it was Hawaiian like based fish, and they were getting it straight from the islands and everything, which is so cool. But they were advertising all this beautiful fish, and so one night while we were in Hawaii, I decided, okay, I'm really not getting any protein. We're in Hawaii for a week. This is a week where I could be kind of pushing my protein down the drain, feel really shit about myself, and not be getting the results I want in my training. Because while we're in Hawaii, we were still training really hard. But while we're over there, I was like, okay, let's just face the facts. What if I have some salmon here and there? It's from the islands. I'm on a holiday. Let's just see how it goes. So I had some salmon while over in Hawaii, and basically I haven't looked back since. It didn't make me feel gross. So obviously if I went and ate like a full, I don't know, chicken KFC meal now, I would feel like absolute shit. But this fish was like fresh and it was light. So when we came home, I started buying cans of tuna and like salmon and was cooking that, and that's all I've been having since. To sum it all up, my diet right now is eggs, fish, and then everything else is vegan. So I don't really have milk. I don't have any other meat, so I don't have chicken, steak, any of that. Yeah, so I don't dip into any dairy, and I don't dip into any meat. The only things that I'm having are eggs and fish. So I can't really call myself a vegan anymore, although I still consider myself one because I was kind of in that world for a long time, and I still really care about the animals and the environment and like mass production of killing animals and all of that. I still really deeply care about that, but unfortunately my goals in my life are just a little bit higher than my care about those things. So yes, I am being selfish in this equation, which is totally fine. I've always wanted big things for myself as an athlete, and I'm sure you guys know that, and you can see that from my Instagram, as a dancer, as a trail runner, as now this powerlifter. I always wanted massive things for myself, and it's not going to stop here, and it's not going to stop today. So my food needed a rehaul, and then this is exactly where I am now. Well, I think that's all I really need to say on the topic. It's not really too dramatic. It's really not dramatic at all. But I hope you liked this video. This one's probably a little bit shorter than my other videos, but I hope you liked it today, and I will catch you guys every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. I'm holding myself to that. I am here every Wednesday. So that's cool. Anyway, catch you next week.